35, close. 42, very good, Nigel.
I'm just reviewing a webinar from a potential client. It's free upfront work. There's no guarantee that they become my client at the end of this, but it's one of those things I don't really mind doing so much. I'm obviously building up my credibility in the space. I need to build up case studies, and sometimes if you're in that situation, I guess you got to do some free work. I'm about 15 minutes in so far and can see some things that I would definitely look at improving, but I can also see some things that really show that this client would be a really, really good client to work with.
So why commercial property?
I've kind of ended up in the situation I didn't want to be in, coming back here. I feel like I'm not very productive, just working inside the house all the time. I think it was really good for me in Berlin when I was able to go to the co-working space, get out, work somewhere else, and then know I was going to be there for that period of time and then go back again. So I kind of thought it might happen, but then I got off to a good start in the first week here. But now, I'm just not as productive, and I don't know what it is. I'm really not feeling like I want to do my outreach right now. And I don't know if it's because I've got some early success and I'm like, oh, this is going to be easy. And then I'm just kind of being complacent with it, or what it is. But yeah, it's not even like I feel like, oh, it's a terrible task, I hate doing outreach. I don't really mind it, and the kind of outreach I'm doing is kind of fun anyway. So yeah, I don't really know what it is. I'm not as productive, and for this last week I just want to pattern up and get things sorted. I did come across a skipping trick that I thought was kind of hard, and I want to try that. So, oh, you can't really see it. I'm tired, man. I'm gonna get it though. Might not be today. It happens to me a lot whenever I return to stay back with family again. I kind of just end up in this not too productive loop where I just always think about, okay, I'm gonna be so productive when I get onto the next place, or I move, or I go somewhere, or da-da-da. But it's not a good habit to be in. I want to be able to be pretty unfazed by my environment. And with that being said, here's the plan for today. So outreach, some setup stuff for my part-time sales work that I'm taking on. I think I've done most of that. I just need to go through a couple of contracts that they sent me. But yeah, that's what I was doing this morning. And also review the webinar that my potential clients sent over and put together the marketing plan for them. But now in the position where I can get my training and onboarding started and everything for the sales position I've just taken on. I'm going to be selling a service that I've been doing for the last 4 or 5 years, so I feel pretty confident doing that. It's going to be doing SEO and lead gen services. I really know this business. I honestly think I'm just going to crush it with this sales role. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking calls with their overflow from the Australian side of the business, the Australian leads. So that means in the morning I can block out the time for sales calls just then, get them all done, then I can move on to working on my own business. So as you follow this journey, you're going to see me in the real trenches doing this sales role, and then moving on to doing outreach for my business, fulfillment for my own business as well. I'm a very competitive person, and I'm reviewing sales calls now from the team, and it's really helpful, like great resource for me to go through. Ready to close as many deals as I can as quickly as possible. I've got like a month period where they review me at the end, but basically I have to close a deal within the first month in order to basically keep going, and that's their KPI with a competent salesperson, that they're able to close a deal in the first month. But yeah, I want to do that. I want to do more. I want to be able to set records with number of deals closed in the first month, and yeah, just really get really good at the skill, because it's a skill that I've not got really good at. And I think there are lots of pieces of who I am and how I communicate with clients that would make me really good, but I just need to put it all together, you know. Hello. Had a call a bit earlier with the agency that I'm working for. Pretty much nearly there with the onboarding now. I think I just need access to their CRM and then we're good to go. Next week I'm hoping to be able to take my first sales calls. I got a call with the client that I consult on selling her course. I got to publish some content for the SEO client. I've got a few reports together for outreach. So I've put together these funnel ideas or these funnel changes that I recommend for these creators. I need to go through and film those so I can send them out. Honestly, it's not been a very productive week for me this week, so I just want to get back on it from next week. I've got travel on Wednesday. I'm going over to Spain and then setting up my routine there. Yeah, because I know it takes a long time, like going back and forth with ChatGPT. So I'm just thinking if there's anything we can use to teach it, then maybe we'd get a better output sooner, you know? Coming to the end of the day now, just outside with my parents' dogs. I've still not got my outreach done. My parents moved house while I've been living in Germany, meaning that my weekends while here in England are spent just going through all of my old stuff, sorting it out, getting rid of stuff, moving it into different rooms, moving it into different places. And the place that they've moved into now is smaller, so I need to throw away a whole bunch of stuff. But I've just found a box with all my old journals, so I've just been labeling them. This one's Feb 22 to May 23. This one seems to have some overlap, so this one runs from end of November 2021 to July 2022. I just rented a place in North London. It was kind of just the beginning of my business, really. Like, I went through uni in 2021, finished in the summer, but then I was also playing football at the time over in Germany, so I wasn't really like in it, you know, but this is like the real trenches where I actually first started making some money online. I just made my first hire, as you can see here, 27th of November 2021, on board April Dawn, who was a virtual assistant that I hired. I think this might have been my first monk mode that I did. Notes from different sales calls. I'm so glad I kept these, man. These are memories of what I was going through the whole business journey. So yeah, if you want to take anything from this part of the video, then it's just to document your life, write things down.
This is probably rapping at half the speed that kids are used to now.
I know a lot of people in my position who leave the UK, they hate on the UK, but I think it's actually pretty nice, especially at this time of year. And yeah, I'd rather be in Spain, and I'm looking forward to going there in a couple of days, but yeah, it's nice. I definitely appreciate it when I'm gone, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm off to see my grandma today. I saw some other family yesterday, as you would have seen. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time when I'm moving to Spain.